Wicked Thoughts from Wicked Ridge. William Hovey Smith, 2024. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And today's episode is Wicked Thoughts from Wicked Ridge. And the reason for this title is this crossbow wanted me very, very badly to do an illegal act which I was not inclined to fulfill. First, a little bit about the crossbow. Now, it is Georgia's crossbow season, well, archery season, in which crossbows are legal. Now, we may use these all throughout the hunting year, and in Georgia, it's pretty long. It doesn't end until January the 15th or thereabouts. And this particular crossbow is made by 10 Point under the Wicked Ridge brand. And it was sold as a used refurbished crossbow. Well, for all practical purposes, so far as I could tell, this crossbow was used probably as a show model in a store and was very seldom, if ever, fired. And it came with a scope originally, and the scope was pretty bad, so I replaced it with a new scope. And we also put a winder on it so I can cock it. The barrel length itself is too long for me to cock without the winder. We tried it a couple of times early on, and that just did not work very well. So we went ahead and purchased a separate winder, the AccuDraw from 10 Point, and we put it on, and it works very well. And we have hunted with it for the last several days. Now, about this thing's wicked thoughts. Now, it's been up in my storage room, and it's been talking to my other crossbows. And my other crossbows, some of them have taken turkey. As well as deer, including an old handmade crossbow. And this has a wooden stock and a steel prod and is of the antique pattern, modern made by a gentleman by the name of Watson. Well, this crossbow is telling newbie here about how it took a turkey in Texas. And when we were out in the deer stand yesterday, guess what? We saw turkeys. More turkeys. 2 different bunches. One of which came back twice. And this creature here wanted one bad. And we're going to tell you about it presently. This is the first flock that came into the plot. Now that closest one is about 15 yards out, certainly no further. And Wicked Ridge wanted it bad. And she said, "It's right there! Take it! Shoot it! Ah! I want it! Yeah!" It was saying that. Now about these particular turkeys. This is a flock of young jakes. Now, there is one that you'll see that has about a 4-inch straggly beard. Some of them have just stubs, and some of them none are visible yet. Now, turkeys have individual growth characteristics and individual personalities. If you can believe that or not, And in the wild state, they certainly do. And one of them has a very peculiar behavior that you'll see in a later segment. But, oh, that crossbow, oh, it was after me. Yeah, it really wanted one. Some states have fall turkey seasons, but Georgia doesn't happen to be among them. And the states that do have fall seasons, usually these are later in the year, like in November or December, so somebody could go out and maybe get them a Thanksgiving or Christmas turkey. But not here in Georgia. So the best we can do is just watch these things and see how they do. Thus far, what you're seeing is just normal, dispersed feeding behavior. These turkeys are relaxed. They're frankly too young to know better, I think. And so they're just sitting there and they're picking up greens and punching them off and swallowing them. And if there are any insects available, they're getting those, although those are pretty few right now, except for skeeters. It's going to be 80 and 90 degrees in the next couple of days, so we haven't lost those bugs yet. But you notice the one squatting down in about the middle of the frame, right flat on the ground, and the other one approaching it. Watch what happens. It's walking completely around it. It's not attempting to mate with it. I don't think it knows how yet. But it knows it's supposed to be interested. And is that one laying on the ground actually a hen? Yeah, it just got up. And so now it's wandering off with the rest of the flock. But that was not the first time that it laid down like that. That was about the second one. It's not dusting they're doing. Now that's more like a egg laying position or something, or maybe it just wants to cool off. I'm not sure what's going on there. Just lay down for a few minutes, got up. Looking around. Okay. All right, I guess I'll go with the rest of them then. Okay. Still all seven together. And where you see those twin trees in front, over slightly to the left, yeah, they're all going to exit the plot about there in a little bit. No pecking, no fighting, no going on quite yet. They're teenagers. They're still trying to figure out what this turkey stuff is all about, I think. And here are the jakes, and they're leaving the food plot. And here we have the second flock. And what we have here, I believe, is mama turkey and her females. These are the hens. The jakes have already left the plot. And these came in, about 5 minutes later or so. And Wicked Ridge is telling me, well, you didn't take any of the first ones. Take one of these. Bang, that big one there, right there, right, yeah. Right now, ideal. Look, shoot, 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 shoot. Get them, Bo, shoot. No, I did not shoot. And she is looking after her little ones there. You can see now how much larger she is than the rest. Oh yeah, double shot, bang. 1 hour, 2 turkeys, thunk, 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 it says. I could have done that. Yeah, another one, ah! The jakes apparently went to water and then returned and ultimately followed the hens off the food plot, generally heading in the same direction. I don't know if they all will wind up in the same tree or not, but they were more or less headed to the same place. And shortly after they left the plot, we did have this doe come in to feed. Now, she did not offer a shot, but at least we saw another deer. So each time we've sat this particular plot, yeah, we have seen deer, although nothing really spectacular yet, for sure. For now, this is Hovey Smith and Wicked Ridge, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.